Jai student, today we are going to discuss the limitations of average income in the chapter development. Let's take example of two country A and B, and for the sake of the simplicity have assumed that they have only 5 citizens each based on the data given on the page. Now question arise, you can see on the country A there are 5 persons and country B there is also 5 persons and their income in the monthly basis. You will equally happy to live in both these countries. Are you both equally developed? Perhaps some us may like to live in country B if we are assured of being the 5th citizen, but if a lottery that decide our citizenship number, then perhaps most of us will prefer to live in country A. Even though both the country have identical average income, country is preferred because it has more equitability distribution. In this country, people are not neither very rich or not extremely poor. On the other hand, most citizens in the country B are poor and one person is extremely rich. Hence, while average income is useful for comparison, it does not tell us how the income distribution among the people. Next, income and other criteria. When we look at indivisible aspiration goals, we found that people not only think better income but also have goals such as security, respect for other, equal treatment, freedom in mind. Similarly, when we think nations or region, we may beside average income think of equally important attributes. What could these attributes? In your diagram, you can see that state of Haryana, Kerala, and Bihar. Or here although some others had infant mortality rate, literacy rate, and net attendance ratio you can see. Here you can see that Haryana has the highest per capita income, but in the infant mortality rate it is very low. Next, income and other criteria. When we look at the individual aspiration goal, we found that people not only think about better income but also have goals such as security, respect for other, equal treatment, freedom, etc. in mind. Similarly, when we think of nation or region, we may beside average income think of equally important attributes. Here on the data you can see that Haryana is on the top and in the per capita income and Bihar in the bottom. This means that on average income person Haryana earn 1 year more on average person Bihar would around something is 34,168. So if the per capita income is used to measure the development, Haryana will be the considered most developed and Bihar least developed state of the 3. Now look at other data also, that is infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio. Before we think that what do you mean by the infant mortality rate? Number of children that died before the age of 1 year as the proportions of 1000 live birth in that year. And literacy rate measure the proportions of literacy population in the 7 and 8 age of group. That is 7 and above age group. Now let's net attendance ratio. It is the total number of children of age group 6 to 10 attending school as percentage of total number of children in the same age group. In the table you can show that the first column table show that the Kerala out of the 1000 children born alive is 12 died before completing 1 year, but in the Haryana it will be the other data and the Bihar other data. Literacy rate you can compare the literacy rate. Kerala is the highest and Haryana and the Bihar is followed that. And net attendance ratio is also higher in the Kerala and compared to the Haryana and Bihar. So you can see that the state or country which is higher per capita income but other criteria like infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio, this also should be take considered into the comparison. Thank you.